Wonderful people are carefully created by the God. Wonderful moments are carefully planned by the Almighty. Wonderful students are carefully gifted by the Almighty. Like how Dr. MGR Janaki College has been gifted by having you all here. Very good afternoon. Respected the management and the trustees of Dr. MGR Janaki College, my dear well-wisher, Karmasamy sir, a motivational speaker and philanthropist, Mr. Manikandan sir, Mr. Prabhu, Mr. Raghu, and my dear student friends. It gives me an immense pleasure to share this place. The reason is, I've been to IITs, IIMs. Even last Sunday I was on a convocation event for engineering college. This is the first time in my 15 years of professional experience, I've stepped into an arts, science and humanities college. And the kind of meritocracy and the discipline and decorum that you guys have demonstrated, you girls have demonstrated is phenomenal. And again, I'm not saying this because I'm standing here to address you. And this is truly from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for that. Again, I would like to talk some few things in Tamil also because I've been asked to do. Although I belong to Tamil Nadu and my language is Tamil, because of my hectic travel, we used to call ABCD, American Born Confused Desi. So because traveling into many countries, spending half of the time with many people, sometimes we are not tend to talk a very fluent Tamil. So I just try to add my local language, my mother tongue language wherever it is possible. So again, we have seen an excellent Sumada show, and I have been very happy to be part of the Sumada show and volunteer myself. Whenever there is a possibility, Karmasamy sir has given me an opportunity to address the students, especially in School of Attitude. So we had an enough message, enough entertainment. So I would like to highlight few facts, because being the first year students, it is very important for you students to understand where the society is going on, which you already listened from Manikandan sir. So I would like to highlight few of your career opportunities where you are heading towards. So the first thing I would like to talk about is there are 500,000 students, 5 lakh students passing out every year from Arts, Science and Humanities College only in Tamil Nadu. Okay? Only out of which 22% of the students get an immediate placement job. Out of this 22%, only 10% of them get relevant job. So you know what is a relevant job, right? So if you are a BSc computer science student, you just get an opportunity in a computer science company. So, whereas, but don't worry, even in engineering students, less than 8% of the students get the job. So you are actually better than them, don't worry about that. So how many of you believe scoring high marks is very important? Raise your hands. Only two girls feel that scoring high marks is important. But yaar mark okay. Teachers, please note it. How many of you feel that getting job is important? No one needs a job. Okay. Without scoring marks, how can you get a job? Somehow it will come. Okay. How many of you feel that getting a relevant job is important? Now, படிக்கிறதுக்கு மட்டும் தான் job கிடைக்கணும். How many feel? Okay, few hands are there. Good. How many of you feel getting job is important? You don't want job கிடைக்கணும். I need to earn money. Okay. Whoever raised your hands and whoever not raised your hands, please understand, my dear friends, you are all in serious trouble. When I say trouble, nothing to all, but it's very important for you people to understand where this economy is heading to, where this industrial era is heading to. So today, we call something as VUCA world, VUCA. First year person technology based whatever I'm going to cover is a very basic things, and if possible, keep it in your memory and try to browse once you reach home today this evening. VUCA world. V for volatility, U for uncertainty, C for complexity, and A for ambiguity. VUCA, V-U-C-A, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. If I'm going to talk about hookah, it takes us a half a day. So let me stop. I'm just going to stop here with a hit hookah. Please browse it. Entire economy, entire industry is very turbulent. Today, if you enter into a manufacturing company today night and tomorrow morning if you get up, either it is an analytics company or a software company or a data company. So the complete scenario is completely getting changed. Very turbulent. Today WhatsApp, everybody is using WhatsApp, right? Yes? WhatsApp, they are willing to sell for $50,000. No one was there to buy WhatsApp. Today Facebook acquired for $19 billion. So the whole world is completely changing. Everything is getting disrupted. All the technologies are changing. Everywhere there is a disruption. How are we going to handle the disruption? We have to be prepared for our future. How do you prepare? First of all, we should have the ability to predict the future. How do you predict? For that, we should know what is disruption. How do you know what is disruption? You should know what you are studying. For that, you all must study. Must study the core subjects. And everybody should understand, every single thing that you are doing, you should have an entrepreneurial way of studying. Any job that you encounter, do it an entrepreneurial way. Own the way. என்னுடைய வேலை, என்னுடைய படிப்பு. நான் என் ஃபாதர் மதர் ஃபீஸ் கட்டுறதுக்காக படிக்கல. மேம் காலேஜ்ல திட்டு வாங்குறதுக்காக படிக்காதீங்க. Do it with your own way, entrepreneurial way. That entrepreneurial way will help you to be an entrepreneur at some point in time in every single job. Entrepreneur is not a person who runs a business on his own. I am an entrepreneur. I work for a multinational company. Still, I own this India segment and I am an entrepreneur for that. Another most important thing today, startup culture is there. So, 10,000 startup initiatives being started by Prime Minister of India and being part of NASCOM. Across the country, we have 8 startup warehouses. So, what is a startup? Students, college learn, preferably science students, or even it could be arts and humanities students, come with a unique idea. So, all these things should happen from the college management. I'm sure Madam seems to be very profound faculty member and leader. So, the leadership in the college, we should encourage the students to celebrate one day as an idea day or a hackathon is again the big word related to technology. I would say it's an idea day. Come out with a unique idea. 3, 4 or 5, even to be 10 students, form a group of students. Come with an innovative idea. Stay at the college for 12 hours or 24 hours or do it for 2-3 days. Come out with a unique idea. Prepare a prototype and present it to the industries. So this is one area where the startup culture is really growing in this country. And if any of your ideas in the college is shortlisted, we have the warehouses. We give a free space for the students to set up an office. We give free space for the students to set up an office. You can employ people. You don't need to pay the rent. Every facility is given to the students and students can create something. அந்த மாதிரி கிரியேட் ஆனதான் நீங்க KTM. அந்த மாதிரி கிரியேட் ஆனதான் WhatsApp. அந்த மாதிரி கிரியேட் ஆனதான் நீ Google search engine. You know Google search engine? Google நால we search. Google wanted to sell the search engine for $5 million. There is no takers in 2008. Today, Google is like a multi-billion-dollar company and every single idea has come up from a startup culture. That is the reason I'm highlighting the students community to go with startups. And another important thing I want to tell you students, how many of you agree that communication skills are very, very important? Excellent. I'm very happy about it. Okay. How many of you feel the relevant core technical skills are important? Okay, very few. But I'm telling you, my dear friends, if you don't have the relevant technical skills, you don't stay in the field. But you don't have relevant communication skill, you don't exist at all. That's how the market expectations are going on. If you cannot be extremely good at communication and not good at your technology or your core skills. Rather, you are very good at your core skills, and if you are bad at communication skills, you are done. I mean, market doesn't need you. Today, if you look at the opportunities for humanities, science students, it is phenomenal. I'm not sure, and I was very happy when Dean Academics Madam was saying that a lot of placements happening from my college. I was very happy about it. And there are a lot of emerging sectors that are getting placements, especially for the arts, science, and humanities students. And being a chairman of NASCOM, I've been working with a lot of software companies and IT, BPO, KPO, healthcare companies. Now, there are companies who say that I don't need an engineering student. I need only an arts and science student because the kind of meritocracy the arts and science students carried and inculcated the college is much more convenient to run the organization than hiring the IITs and IIMs and engineering students. So that's how the things are. The shift is completely towards arts and science. So what are the opportunities? I would say next 10 years, healthcare is one of the booming field. So when I say healthcare, it doesn't mean doctors. It doesn't mean B.Pharm people. It doesn't mean bachelors of physiotherapy. When I say healthcare, every BSc chemistry student, every biology student, every zoology student, every biochemistry student are eligible to be part of the healthcare sector. And not only that, even a BCom student can get into healthcare sector because 72% of the global healthcare claim management happens out of India. And if you take Tamil Nadu alone, almost there are like 600,000 IT employees are there within Tamil Nadu, out of which almost like 350,000 are belong to BPO, KPO, out of which 50% belong to healthcare. So which means healthcare sector will be able to accommodate the students like you from Arts and Science and Humanities College. All you need to do is have a very good communication skill and have your base subjects, your core subjects very well at the same time. And okay, there are come to computer science and information technology students. So always there is a disparity when you compare yourself with the engineering student. You feel that you're inferior. Definitely not, because the kind of knowledge that you people carry versus the engineering students is much more advanced, because I myself have a personal experience in my organization where most of my technical writers, my content writers, my web developers, I don't recruit engineering students. I recruit only arts and science students, preferably science students. The reason is the kind of genuinity, the kind of meticulous work they show in these work are phenomenal. And today if you look at the IT sector, the opportunities that are available for a tech writer, again when I say tech writer, it need not be towards only computer science. Even a physics, chemistry, maths, or zoology, or a botany, or a pharma student can be part of technical writing, because technical writer's job is to understand the functionality, understand the chemistry, understand the biology, understand the zoology, whatever, the core subject. So the technical writers are very much needed in this country. When you come to other sectors, FP&A is again a very high employable sector. FP&A, finance, process and accountancy outsourcing. Today, take major banks, Royal Bank of Scotland, Barclays, Citibank, HSBC, who else? World Bank, like other like 7-8 banks are there in Chennai alone, which has employed almost like 150,000 students, 150,000 arts and science students who are based, and most of them are like commerce graduates. So again, it need not be restricted towards commerce graduate, because a lot of courses has a subject called accountancy or accountancy mathematics or the statistics. Today, lot of depth. Okay, how many of you feel BA? Say okay, BA economics used to be very low rated subject, unfortunately in India. But if you see, BA economics or econometric students has high demand in the industry, because the whole industry is moving towards data analyst, data scientist. So if you feel that you have the capability to have to be good at numbers, please focus on mathematics. Please focus on science. Even if you have one mathematics and science subjects in your degree, you will be eligible to be part of the data company, because the job opportunities to be a data person is very, 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 very high in the IT industry. Be a data scientist. Okay. So every time the world tell you can't remember, the loudest way to tell the world is like shut up and produce your results. Every time the world tell you can. At the same time, you need to acknowledge by proving it. So the other important thing I want to tell you, my dear friends, is that okay, I would like to just present a small video. Before that, I want to share a personal story which I had. It's very important. So I used to travel very frequently, and a few years back I was in Singapore. So I just got out of the airport, and once I got out of the airport, I just gave a business card. So the taxi driver looked at the business card and took me around the places, and he was not able to identify the right building where I need to get at. So the building he was renting on the round to The meter was about like 20 Singapore dollars. He said, sir, I will only $18 pay for an Apollo. So I was very surprised. I paid Henry. I'm sure that Henry would not have studied at college. I'm sure Henry would have been a school dropout, being a taxi driver. So I asked Henry, hey Henry, I mean, it's like $20. Why you want me to charge $18? He said, sir, being a taxi driver, it is very important for me to take you to the right place. But legally, I can claim $20. But ethically, I am not supposed to claim $20. I want to have $18. He says, sir, Singapore is a tourism country. People come here for 3-4 days of vacation. So after immigration and customs, the first phase they are going to see is the taxi driver. And if the conversation with the taxi driver is not good, the next 3-4 days is not going to be pleasant either. So he says, sir, I am not a tourist, I am not a taxi driver. I am an ambassador of Singapore without a diplomatic passport, which is very, very important. That is the day where I learned it is not important to be a professional, to have a professional qualification or a professional degree. Rather, it is very important to be a professional. So, what you do is not important. How you do is very, very important. I would like to present this video.